Good morning everybody, Victor here. Check it out. We got the beautiful Hillsboro Inlet Lighthouse right behind me. We got Brookie.
Good morning.
If you guys don't know, this is my wife. We got my father-in-law on the boat and we are gonna go offshore today. Stopped by the marina this morning, got some beautiful goggle eyes in the live well, some pilchards, some real expensive juicy baits. We're headed out the inlet. We'll see you guys out there. What we're gonna do today is something known as kite fishing. I'm getting this kite out right now, and what kite fishing allows you to do is you're gonna be able to suspend your baits right on top of the water. So fish can't see the leader, your line, your hook as much, and also it's just like a dinner belt. That bait fish is gonna be frantically pacing on top of the water and not just still 10 feet under. So it really draws fish up and makes them curious. It's a great way to fish, and it also allows you to fish a lot more bait in the water because the wind is going that way, and then your drift baits are gonna be on that side, so you could double the amount of baits you have in the water, which is perfect.
I put out a live pilchard, and I'm feeling lucky. Feeling lucky to be alive, and feeling lucky like I'm gonna catch the first fish.
Okay, so in here, we got a live well full of these beautiful baits. This is a goggle eye. I'm just doing one Mustad Big Gun single hook right here in the top of the goggle eye's back. On my kite line, I have this little clip right here for this ring. And this ring clips into this kite clip. And it's gonna be used to bring that bait out there. And when a fish eats it, there's a predetermined amount of tension, and that clip will release when they feel the tension of the fish or when there's enough tension from a predator. Okay, going out with the second goggle eye. Look at that. That is a beautiful looking sight right there. So as I let that kite out further, those clips are stopped by little swivels in the kite line. And they're about, I want to say, like 80 feet apart. So that way you can fish 3 baits on your kite. That's what most people usually do, 2 or 3 baits. We have those little bobbers. Every one's a different color. So you know your orange one is far, your yellow one is middle, and then the pink one will be close. So now you can imagine we're drifting this big area and you got 3 frantic baits on top of the water. We're gonna put some baits on that side of the boat as well. So now we're here at the third kite clip. And the third one, we had 2 goggle eyes on there. I'm gonna put a smaller pilchard on the third one on the short bait. When it's a little bit rough and snotty out like it is right now and windy, we like that, especially for this type of fishing, because when you don't have enough wind, that kite is really hard to put up. You gotta resort to things like helium balloons. Just makes it a lot more complicated. And I don't know about you, but when it's overcast, cloudy like this, a little bit bumpy, I feel like it's way fishier than a crystal clear, calm day. That's a good beach day, not a good fishing day. Okay, now we're gonna start sending baits out on the other side of the boat. We're gonna do a goggle eye and a stinger rig with some wire right there in the nose, and then a treble hook right here in the back. And we're actually gonna send this guy down. So I have a little release clip right here with a 6-ounce bank sinker. So this clips right onto your line. You push this little mechanism in here, it secures your line, and then when you're reeling in your fish or whatever your catch is, you can release it and you get it off your line.
I'm working all 3 rods. It's really easy when you have them all in this trident here. You gotta keep your eyes on the floats the whole time because sometimes it gets a little hard to see your bait on the surface. So it's easier to see those indicator floats floating in the air basically. But it seems a little crazy if you listen to us all day long. You'll hear the line going out, reeling in, line going out. And that's because, one, your boat's bouncing. The kite in the air is not just sitting in one place the entire time. It's moving around in the air too. And so these lines will go from being slack to having too much line out. So the whole time you're watching your baits because you want the best presentation of that bait frantic on the surface.
How many girls can explain a kite setup like that? You tell me, how many girls? My girl can.
Thank you, Brooke, for touching my line.
Oh my God!
Thank you, Brooke. You brought me luck.
I was literally just touching it. He was like, Brooke, I don't know if I have my pilchard on anymore. And it just like ripped out of my fingers. Whatever it is not very big.
Don't do that. Don't say that. This is a nice fish. I'm telling you right now, this is a nice fish.
There he goes.
Come on, Brian.
This is a nice fish.
Listen, have fun with it. What are you doing? Yeah, it's
that. Lost it. It just broke off.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I wasn't horsing it or rushing it. I was giving it its time. I think it was a tuna. Once it
went down.
Once it knew it was hooked, it wanted to stay down there.
Come on. Come back for it. This is the goggle eye that had a weight on it. It doubled over, pulled a little line, but it's a snoozing right now. Nothing's happening. Oh, is that my dolphin right there with the weight attached? That's what it is. I think a dolphin ate it and swam up. Yep. Oh yeah. Good gaffer dolphin right there.
I mean, to get closer to the fish. Oh, that's a nice.
Yeah, no, it's a gaffer.
Nice fish. Is there any more, Victor?
I don't see any. Oh, there is one right behind it. Bring your thing in. Bring your thing in. Woo! So pretty.
I could get it. I could put mine in here and get it.
I don't see the other dolphin anymore. You gotta love when they put on a show for you like that, huh?
That's a nice fish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's our dinner fish right there. Oh my gosh, I love their blue fins. Strong, strong fish.
Yeah.
Dolphin, taste good, look good, put up a good fight. Nice, Brian. That's a good dolphin. He's bigger than I thought he was gonna be.
You want to bring it back here to show it or what?
Woohoo! Dolphin in the boat. All right, check it out. Gorgeous Mahi Mahi. Right around 10, 12 pound fish. Definitely gonna be a good dinner eater. Put up one heck of a fight. Really, this is the best time of year to get these gaffer-sized dolphin. The further you get into summer, they start to get a lot smaller, but you get some good sized ones in the springtime, April and May. They're running through South Florida. But look at that, gorgeous color changing fish. They got all those blue spots. Sometimes they're electric blue and white. Sometimes they're super green.
It's the goggle eye, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Another dolphin.
All right, well this was a flatline goggle eye. Just got picked up.
So we just got the Mahi on ice and Brookie got hit over here on this side of the boat. I think you have a kingfish.
I was just gonna say if I had to guess, a kingfish. The wind today has been really weird. We've been blowing out, then we've been blowing in. The wind keeps changing directions. So the kite's been moving all over the place. But we've kind of been staying in like the same depth all day. But we're finally starting to go a little bit shallower. So this is like the shallowest we've been all day. So maybe we'll start getting some more bites as we go in a little shallower. He might be a tuna. Oof. Oof. I think he's hooked weird. Woo, baby, look at that. He wasn't done yet.
Wow, holy smoke.
Look at that bend, baby.
That's kind of fighting the way my fish fought.
He's giving me tuna vibes, but I thought he looked long when I saw him. Dennis is right, it's a bonita.
What?
There goes Dad. Oh no, it's a blackfin.
It is a blackfin.
I need help though. I can't reel that into my tip.
I think we're gonna just have to
Get
hand
ready,
line
Dad.
you
Get
fishing.
the gaff. Get the gaff.
It's a good
a nice
blackfin. It's a good
blackfin.
blackfin. Nice. Good job, guys. It's not a bonita,
Look at
Dennis.
that. That's a nice black
It's not a
fin.
bonita.
He was actually hooked perfectly. This had those 2 hooks on it, the treb, and he's got the treb in his mouth good. He's just a nice sized blackfin, so he fought really, really well. Nice gap shot, Dad.
Thanks.
Wait, there we go. Big, beautiful blackfin tuna. We've been catching a lot of these lately. Catching them on the planers, but a lot of them seemed pretty small, so this is a nice size one. We haven't caught a blackfin out here, honestly, in a long time. But I think blackfins eat really, really well. A lot of people put their noses up to them because they're a little bit snobby with some other species of tunas. But blackfins eat really, really well. So he's gonna make some great sashimi or sushi or some steaks on the grill. So far, we got a dolphin and a tuna. You can't beat that. We're having a great day out here. I just saw a giant black.
I mean, look at him moving. He's trying to get away. You see him? That line's angled like crazy.
On the middle bait, a giant black, it looked like a sailfish. I don't think it was a shark. Shadow just showed up on it. And he hasn't ate it yet.
No.
Good thing we got those good sunglasses on, huh, Vic? I can see those sailfish 100 feet out from the boat with good polarized sunglasses.
So when you're kite fishing like this, like Brooke's saying, you got to be able to see really good. You guys have been hearing me talk a lot about Waterland. They're the sunglass sponsor on the channel. Absolutely love these things. I've worn Costas, I've worn Smiths, and I'm telling you, there's no better sunglass brand than Waterland Co. Men's sunglasses, women's, prescription if you need them, a bunch of different styles to choose from. I like the Millikens. If you're a fisherman, it is so important to have a good pair of sunglasses. It's one thing you don't want to cheap out on, not just for your health to prevent your eyes from getting damaged, but just to be able to see. Your time on the water is so much more enjoyable when you have a good quality pair of sunglasses. We keep looking at this bait, so Brookie said she saw a sailfish come up to this middle goggle eye, and nothing's come back. So sometimes they just do a little swoop eye. They don't like the way the bait's swimming, and then they'll leave. But when we do see that, I try to get my bait up top and frantic so that way it draws the fish's attention. It's a great day, brother. Check it out. I had him bleeding in the bucket. Really important, especially with pelagic fish, to bleed them because they are very bloody and you're gonna get a better final product when they're bled out. But that's a good 15-pound tuna right there. 12-pound dolphin, 15-pound tuna. I just love fishing sometimes. Some days it's just so peaceful out here, you know?
Well, today's a nice day for it.
Today, I was just telling the group, some days fishing is just so enjoyable. I mean, obviously we love it, but there's just days where everything's just like clicking together. You got a good crew, the fish are cooperating. We haven't been out here that long and already got 2 really good fish for the dinner table. Perfect amount of wind, good watercolor, you're not getting beat up. It's just a good day. Wow, he's cool. He's just coming to show off, huh?
You see him, Dad? He's just hanging out.
No fish around?
That's not a loggerhead, that's a green sea turtle, isn't it? No, no fish.
Oh my gosh, dude, watch out. We're gonna bump into you.
It's fooling with 80-pound brain and 100-pound
Just
bottom.
get ready. Which one? Some just far.
Yeah, it's on. I'm pretty sure he ate it. Yeah,
Take it out.
we're connected.
Watch out, let me help you figure something out. You're wrapped in this somehow. What do you want me
All
to
right,
do?
guys, we are connected, but we got a little bit of a tangle right here. We got another line. Dennis was managing the kite rod, and he saw the far rod just
I think
something
you got...
big come up on it. It's
Yo! Go that way! You're gonna run all our lines over! You're gonna run this over!
That way, keep going.
Yeah, it's called a flat line, you idiot!
everyone is out here to have a good time, but what that guy just did is not only careless, it's dangerous. If you want to get a bunch of line in your prop, never, ever. No, you have him. You have him.
Do I?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. That guy just ran really close to us. Whenever you're out here, you never want to run close to another boat because they have lines out just like we did. Now that guy's going to have a bunch of line in his lower unit, and that is a great way to blow your lower unit. It's just not good, and it's extremely disrespectful to do to
He
someone.
also flicked us off when I told him, yo, what are you doing? You're running our lines over.
All right, anyways, this was on the far Goggle eye. We're only like 100 feet of water, and something ate it. It's charging the boat right now. Hasn't jumped or anything, so I don't really know what it's gonna be. But it did pull a good amount of drag at first. It's really charging the boat, actually. Is it a bonita? Yeah, I think it's a bonita. Dennis, now that is a bonita. So this turned out to be a bonita. I'm just gonna try to unhook him over the side. That way he doesn't die, as well as we don't get the boat bloody. But if you guys are out here, don't run close to boats. Keep a good 200-300 feet away, because you don't know what lines they have, divers, anything. There's no reason in a big open ocean to get that close to someone. And that guy thought he was in the right and we were in the wrong. Came right up to us. Now he's got a bunch of line in his prop. Not good for him and not good for us.
That looks like a kingfish bite.
I got a king. Well, we are in shallow now. We were gonna make a move back out deeper, and this was the rod up front that had the weight on it. And we just took the weight off, and as I'm reeling it in, kingfish just ate it. We're racking up our species, huh? Look, there's stuff down there.
Is that a shark?
No, it looks like a school of something. Man, look at that. You are, oh no!
Uh-oh.
No, you had it. You had the hook. It was okay. Now he's barely hooked. You gotta get him. Okay, there we go. You are 3 for 3 on your gaffs. Well, there we go. Now we got the dolphin, the tuna, and the kingfish. And Victor let that bonita go, but you know, we're racking up the species and we got dinner. He's going in the cooler.
He is not happy out there, Dennis. Out there in the deep blue sea. Oh, we're bit. Come on. Oh, dolphin way out there. You see it? Here, Brian, you want it?
No, I'm trying to get
Actually, no, wait, that's...
I'm going to get bit.
You are too?
Yeah. I may have lost my bait, but I got bit.
You want this one?
No.
I got stuff to do.
No. No.
Got stuff to do.
No, I got one.
Oh, nice.
I got one.
The dolphin are out and about today, boys and girls. I saw my fish jumping. My rod was getting real nervous. And I think Brian probably has on a dolphin as well. Hasn't jumped though.
Oh my gosh, was that close? Oh my gosh. That was so close. Woo! And that is, Brooke had the net. I should have let her net it. That, I got lucky.
We are deep sea fishing. Brother, we are deep sea fishing, brother. Ryan, you almost fed your fish back to the ocean.
I'm telling you, but it dropped in the boat, didn't it?
Yep. Nice, Brooke. Double Maji's.
It's gonna be hard to get out of.
See, this is why they're so cool. You guys saw how I said they're color changing? Okay, look. Look at this fish right here. That's the one I just caught. That's the one Brian caught. Just in a matter of seconds, they change so many different colors. Sometimes they're jet blue, green, yellow. When they sit on ice, they'll get different colors too. Pretty part of nature, you know? You're just seeing nature in action right there. I know we're eating good tonight. No barracudas on the menu, no bluefish. Just good deep sea fish.
Just a little bit of slurry.
How happy is it gonna make you if we put some slurry in
A
there?
little bit of slurry, not too much.
All right, we'll do a little slurry. So this is what he means by slurry. The fish are on ice, but they're not completely submerged in ice. If you want to get the core temperature of your fish down, take a little salt water, quarter bucket. We got a lot of ice in there.
Even less than that, Victor. Just,
I'll do half this.
that's good, that's good.
That makes
perfect.
you so happy, doesn't it?
I like it.
Think about icing down a beer. If you put beer in the fridge, it takes a long time. But if you put beer in ice water, it's completely encapsulated. It drops that core temperature of whatever you're putting into. And it's the same principle with the salt water.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Wow, that's the first dolphin on the kite. I would have thought that would have happened earlier.
He hasn't even broken the clip yet. Okay guys, another dolphin. Gorgeous, gorgeous sight seeing these things jump. Ricky saw it eat this little pilchard on the kite. Nice.
We love our
Perfect.
schoolie scooper.
Here, let's put him straight in the cooler. Sometimes you just gotta calm him down. That fish is going crazy. Let him calm down. That way you don't get hooked. He's not bleeding all over the boat. Let him chill out, then get the hook out. Beautiful. Good as new. So I'm fishing titanium wire. You got two different types of wire. You can fish single strand wire that's not titanium. This material is titanium and it actually is super flexible and doesn't kink. And we can catch plenty of fish on it over and over again. It's crimped a little bit right there. I got a little swivel, about 2 feet, and then a Mustad big gun hook. Conley, good friend of mine. We were actually with him this weekend. He's got a local rod shop in West Palm Beach. Builds custom rods, builds production rods. Real nice stuff, locally owned business. So if you guys want to, you can check him out. And I actually got a coupon code with him. You guys can save some money. I'll have it on the screen as well as linked below. So before we head in, what we like to do is brine the fish. Just enough to where the fish are sloshing around and they're gonna get real nice and cold, which not only gives you a better fillet, gonna firm up your fish. Firm fish is so much easier to clean. You already know, Dexter at the fillet table, 8-inch max flex. Going down with this little dolphin right here. Always got to make sure we get as much head meat as possible. You can really feel where the head meat ends with your finger, and that one ends about there. For pelagic fish that don't have very big scales, I really like filleting them from the tail up to the head. And it's the exact opposite for me with snapper and grouper. Snapper, grouper, anything really scaly, I like to push against those scales. But pelagic fish like your wahoo, kingfish, tuna, dolphin, they don't have thick scales, so it's really easy to pull up with your knife and get flush on the fish's spine. Okay, break through these little pin bones right here. And I did gut all our dolphin before we filleted them. We actually already filleted the big one. And they are in the bag, but that wasn't on video, so this one will be on video. Nice and flush. I think this knife right here has to be my favorite for dolphin in particular, any pelagic fish. So kingfish, tuna, dolphin, wahoo, I really like this knife. 8-inch max flex if you guys are in the market for a good knife. Dexter's been a sponsor on the channel for a very long time now. And to hook you guys up with a coupon code, you can save 20% off. Use my code Landshark. I'll have it linked below as well as on the screen here. And yeah, so we got mahi for dinner. Mahi have pretty thin skin, so here's a really big tip that'll help you. If you struggle with skinning fish and always going through that skin, always line your fillet up with the edge of the fillet table. The reason for that is if I'm out here, I can't get my knife very flat. If I'm here, my handle's now not in the way now, and I can get as low to that mahi as possible. And I also, when I skin fish, I make sure I feel what my knife is doing, and my left hand trails, and I can feel the back of my blade at all times. So I'm not aimlessly in there, and I always leave a very thin layer of meat on mahi, and that is number one, because there's a lot of bloodline on them. And number two, it helps prevent from piercing through that skin since their skin is so thin. Do not peel the skin off of a mahi. If you're someone who does that, I highly suggest you try it this way, because the fibrous tissue that connects the fillet to the skin, I don't really care for it. I think you get a much better yield skinning them. Learn how to skin them the proper way. If you go to a restaurant, they're not ripping the skin. No serious seafood monger is ripping skin off a dolphin. They are skinning that fish. When you get mahi in a restaurant, the skin is always off. It's never ripped off. Alrighty guys, Jumping straight into it. Mahi's portioned into like 4-ounce pieces. And this is pretty much just the big fish and maybe like a few pieces from some of those smaller ones. Got Brooke's mom and dad coming over, Fisher, and Gabby, and Gabby's sister. So we're just gonna hit our fish with some salt first. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing on both sides. But they're gonna get a little special ingredient at the very end, which I got in this little bowl right here. You guys gotta stick around to find out what that is. But the salt, pepper, pretty much always hitting fish with salt and freshly cracked pepper on both sides. Come on, man, you already know what's coming next. Garlic, some granulated garlic. When I'm in a time crunch and I'm not feeling very creative on side dishes, my go-to, what I love, 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 is this stuff right here. Rice pilaf, you can't go wrong. It's done in 20 minutes. All you need is some butter, water, you let it go, and it comes out amazing every single time. Dennis just asked me, talk about the feeling of cooking for 8 or more people. Back in the day, when we first started doing catch and cooks and filming on video, me and Brooke would literally take like 4 hours to film the cook because we were not as good in the kitchen or as being at chefs. But now you get better with timing, and what seems intimidating really isn't. You just gotta double your portions and you get better at timing, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I don't view it as stressful. I kind of view it as like a challenge. You know, how fast can I get this done and still make an amazing meal? In this little bowl, I took a half a stick of butter, melted it, mixed it with some olive oil, some fresh garlic, probably around half a head of fresh garlic, some parsley minced, and then lemon zest. So we get that good fresh lemon flavor, but it's not too sour. And I always like to hit the fish off with fresh lemon juice at the end. And we're gonna just lightly kind of go on top of our fish. Just make sure every single piece has a little bit of this love. And we're gonna brush it on with the silicone brush, but I'm just getting it on for now. And this smells amazing. It's very fresh smelling. You know, you get the parsley, lemon, garlic, just 3 very great aromatics to work with. So no wire brush, I'm just gonna use the spoon, make sure that we get that fish nice and evenly coated with that delicious mixture. And then we'll be able to put all those drippings back on top of the fish once it's done, because it's not going anywhere. It's gonna stay in the sheet pan. So I got 2 sheet pans. One's for the thicker pieces. I'm gonna put those on first, and then like 2 minutes later, I'm gonna put the thinner pieces on. Out here on the Camp Chef, got it going about 400 degrees. The fish are gonna basically get grilled on the sheet pan on the grill. Take one final look at those babies. We close them up. So we're gonna make a little salad dressing, starting off with some fresh lemon zest. Looks good, brother. If you guys know that reference, you guys comment below, because I think most of you know that reference. We'll see who does and who doesn't. Okay, going in with some fresh lemon juice as well. So lemon zest, lemon juice, olive oil, some red wine vinegar, some honey. Honey thickens it up and also makes it nice and sweet, but not too sweet. Salt, pepper, some Italian seasoning. You got dried parsley in there, basil, oregano, okay? Dijon mustard, not really for flavor, more so as a binder, so that way the oil and vinegar emulsifies together. Salad dressings are very easy to make at home. You gotta have some type of fat. You don't have to, you could go straight acid. Lemon juice, lime juice, red wine vinegar, regular vinegar, anything acidic. You could do orange juice, mango nectar, peach nectar, whatever you want, whatever vibe you want. Olive oil, avocado oil, not butter, because butter gets hard, and that would be weird. I can hear the butter and that mixture sizzling.
Oh yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
Ready, Dennis?
Hear it. Oh, wow. Man. Look at that.
That's gonna be good stuff.
Oh, man.
I think the fish is done. It's been on for about 15 minutes. Look at that sizzle, look at that. Oh yeah. Feta cheese, Parmesan cheese, the salad dressing. That's a good salad after a long day of fishing. We're celebrating a nice day with the crew. All right, I'm not gonna let any of this good stuff go to waste. So I'm gonna tilt the pan. I'm gonna take that garlic herb butter and just kind of douse the fish in it. Give it one little final touch. That's the nice thing about the sheet pan is you retain all the juice, so none of it goes to waste, and you can just rebaste your fish at the very end. So we're gonna make Brooke's mom a nice plate right here. Gorgeous piece of mahi, some of the rice pilaf, and then we got the homemade salad with the parm and the feta and all the other good stuff. Brian's always beating you first in line, so you're first in line today.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
From each pan?
Yeah. Oh. My mouth is watering. Is this the perfect ending to a perfect day, Dennis? Wasn't today was something special about today. I just had all this energy on the boat where I never put my pole down. Did I?
No, you held your pilchard all day long.
I fished the entire day. I thought I'm gonna catch the first fish, the biggest fish. I wound up catching the smallest fish, but still had a fantastic time. And now look at the reward.
But no, it might not make a difference.
So delicious.
You know I gotta come here first, right?
After
It's in my contract.
After a long day on the water like that, catching all these, I just had so much fun today with you guys fishing. Like, I don't even want to fish with anybody but you guys. You guys are just so awesome to fish with. I'm just happy just to fish with you guys. And then the food that I get afterwards, I'll tell you, I told you in the boat earlier, I'm lucky to be alive. And man, I feel it. Lucky to be alive.
Well, I feel lucky to be at this table and eating this fish. I didn't go fishing today, but I was happy to see pictures, Brooke sent me pictures from the boat, them catching the fish, and it's delicious. Another great meal by Vic. 2 thumbs up.
So when Brooke asked Fisher if we want to have dinner, I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. My sister's in town, and she's never had like one of their famous meals. So I was like, they went fishing today. This is perfect. She's gonna love this. And obviously they did not disappoint. This is amazing. And I'm just happy that my sister's here experiencing it. It's so good. I love it.
Yeah, they really are famous meals, and it's amazing that we can get used to eating like this as often as we do, and getting invited over here as often as we do, because it's really something else. But the fact that we get to do it so often makes us really so lucky.
So yeah, I had said to Gabby's sister Solange, I was like, you're not gonna get any fresher fish than this. This fish has only been out of the water for a couple hours, and it is absolutely delicious. Victor did an amazing job. At first I was like, oh, we'll probably eat tomorrow. Like, this has been a long day, we gotta clean the boat, clean the fish. There's no way we're eating tonight, and he already put a meal together before I think even 7 p.m. So hats off to you, Vic, you did a great job.
Thank you. I'm just happy. I got the best crew in the world, I'm telling you. Brookie, managing the kite lines, driving the boat. She drives the boat better than any of us, I know that. Dennis filming all day. We had a really long day, and it's nice to be able to share with the friends and family, and that's what it's all about. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.